All right, IG is checking connection. Hi everyone. It is actually, I know I say this every week, but ain't nobody on just yet. IG is letting people know that we are coming. Hi Mildred Hall. How are you, love? Chocolate Storm Comic, The Sweetness 215, King Michael 56, Stephanie Kanisha. Hey baby, how y'all doing? Hi, my beautiful mommy. How are you? Mommy, I promise I will call you after the show. I promise. Last night, I don't know if you heard from Nana, but it was a day. I did not think I was going to be good today, but it was to the point where I even took a COVID test yesterday just to be on the safe side. Hey, Joseph Jones, baby. But no, COVID free. But this is allergy season. Hey, Loanne McCaskill. Hey, y'all. So it's allergy season. So with allergy season, you never know what the hell is going on. But I felt like, I said, well, do I got the flu? What is happening? But I did, to make sure like I was good, I went ahead and went to bed very early. So I went to bed early. And I knew I had to be tired because I slept probably from about, maybe like 8:30, 9 o'clock until 5:30 this morning, straight through. That never happens to me. Usually my sleep kind of gets broken. I'm not a poor sleeper, but I'm easily disturbed. Like every now and again, I'll even sleep with earbuds or earplugs in because like if I hear the slightest noise a lot of times, and if I'm up, it wakes me up. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going back to sleep. So, yeah, that was my life. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Go live with Dex. Our guy is. Hey, everybody, come on and have a seat. Hi, Chelsea, baby. Shannon, 7527. Chelsea, you know the woes. You know the woes, but right now, one of the biggest focuses of my life is creating balance and finding that balance and not allowing things to stress me out but so much. Dex, what is going on? Go live. Go live. Hi, OGM, baby. Dior Wallet, how you doing, babe? Dex? Dex, what is it doing? Dexter Stockley, what's going on? Hold on, I'm gonna try you again. No, it says I have to cancel. So let me, Dex, I'm gonna cancel it and then I'm gonna try to bring you back on. All right, I'm gonna invite you again. All right, Dex, let me know if you got that extra invite. There we go. Hi, OGM78, baby. That 0417. Now listen, don't come for me because I tell y'all every week. Y'all know I get real special when it comes to reading some of these names. You always eating. Oh, you hungry again?
I was so busy. You eating again?
Oh, you eating?
Eating again, huh?
You gonna get full, huh?
I remember my mom used to say that to my sister and I. Used to be like, can you stop doing that to that girl?
I'm telling you, it's something of the black female. Like, and usually it's a derivative from the South. An older black woman, and I don't mind taking this on either, will have a way of gathering you, which you're not even realizing that you've been gathered. It's like
I'm going to fix you something to eat in the kitchen, and then somebody says you eating again, then all of a sudden you be like, oh, I'm not even hungry. I'm hungry. That's why I'm eating again.
And as a kid, you can't say nothing, but you be like, well, it's on the table. I'm going to eat it. The fuck? You going to eat all the wings? And yes, I will. I'm a growing girl.
I'm just
What we munching on, sweetie?
string cheese.
I'm surprised you ain't got a crab leg and hanging out your mouth.
I had crab legs on this weekend.
I'm sure you did. Before we really get started, I want to say, what was it? On Sunday was my mommy's birthday. Aries season is here. So happy birthday, mommy. Also, it's my dad got a thing for them Aries, child, because my stepmom is an Aries too, and her birthday was the second. So happy birthday to my stepmother, Tina Smith.
Happy birthday to both of them. I don't know if I said happy birthday to your mom. I don't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did because I remember I saw you post it and I started writing it, then I realized it was you and not her. And I don't think I did.
Oh yeah.
So make sure you tell her I said happy birthday.
Well, sweetie, she's on here, and you love. Oh, I can't wait till you have some kids so they can tear you up. Let me tell you about Dexter. Well, y'all see it already. Dexter loves giving out orders and having people to work for him. At one point, he even offered me a job to be his assistant.
You know what's crazy? I was dead serious.
Dead ass serious. At one point, he asked me to be his assistant. He asked me to be his social media coordinator.
When people are good at stuff, you gotta reward them for it.
Well, listen. You also gotta play to your own strengths. You know my social media habits. How many times I've been blocked? So you know, I really don't. You're Mr. Clean. I'm not Mrs. Clean so much. I'll go there, so I don't want to cause you to be blocked because of my mess.
On their cousin, I'm like, no, not me.
Yeah.
I'd be like the famous. That was my social media director. That was not me.
Oh, you call the celebrity the Oscars night? We don't know what happened. We did ask, but sound like a cover up to me.
Earlier today, Toya asked me if I watched the Grammys, and I know you guys are probably tuned in a little bit just to see if we have any thoughts on the Grammys. I can just let you know I ain't watch it, so I don't really know what happened. Not only did I not watch the Grammys, I also didn't even look at highlights of the Grammys. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's so funny because you know me, I'm team never watch Grammys. Like I think I've just been over the Grammys so much. But once I saw like, hey Ashley, baby, Ashley Scott 3, you guys check him out. After this or at some point in time. He's a really great a vocal artist. So he's got some new singles out, actually Grammy nominated singles too. So check Ashley Scott 3 out.
Meanwhile, how we don't watch.
Huh?
Meanwhile, we're sitting here talking about how we don't watch. Sorry.
I think with me though, because I think maybe the last time I really sat and watched the Grammys, or I attempted to, I turned on the television and lo and behold, I said, I don't know who none of these people are. Not one of them. So once I saw that, I said, okay, I think I might have officially aged out of the Grammys. So let me go mind my business. Lo and behold, this week, I'm like, all right, I'm missing nothing. It's just the Grammys, what they always do. Hey, CJC too. I was after starting giving the highlights and stuff, and I'm seeing people talking. I felt like I missed a party in high school because I felt like going, or because I was on punishment.
Ashley just asked me how did I like WrestleMania, and that is the reason why I didn't watch the Grammys, because generally I watch the Grammys because I work in media and I don't want to be like some people and not know what's going on. So I do normally watch the Grammys. This year, like WrestleMania was a 2-night event. It was Saturday and Sunday, and it was my favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 17, which is like 2001. This year's WrestleMania 38, beat it. It was the most incredible WrestleMania ever. I mean, like, of all time. I loved it. I'm actually gonna, when I finish this, I'm gonna watch it again. Like that.
Oh, dear God. And guys, he's really going to do it because he has a problem with doing things and repeat over and over and over again.
It was incredible, like from start to finish, 2 nights in a row. Like it was amazing.
So I'm just so you get an excuse for not watching the Grammys, because I know that's normally your thing. Before we go on the show, I said, Dex, I'm going to need you to rely. Grammys, it's going to be Dexter.
Wait,
he said,
what did I say? What did I say?
I ain't watching. Kiki. I said, what you mean? Like, this is you. You're a Grammy guy. He goes, WrestleMania. Who's on?
I need to follow Ashley. He said, anytime, wait, is Ashley African American?
Yes. Oh, he's very light skinned, but yes, he is African American.
But anytime I see like black people who like wrestling, I'm like, oh my God.
my dad and Ashley up on a regular, like, bro, did you see that?
It's Toya, like you. It's like what do you like? What do you like? The Housewives. It's like watching the Housewives show, right? But being the only black person who watches it, and it's just like when you talk about it with people who are not like it's kind of like a okay, cool. Like you can relate, but you can't relate. Talk to people who are like you that do it. Oh, please add me to this Facebook group.
Yes, you have found a life partner in wrestling on here in Ashley.
Like talking to people who are not black about it, like they don't get certain things that I'm into that I get. Like this, wow.
It's kind of like some of the people who watch all of the Housewives except the black ones.
That, yeah. Oh wait. SL Bro 70 said
70. Ashley, add her to the chat. Add her to the Facebook group. You know what? We need to, as we grow, we really should host some type of wrestling party, like a wrestling watch party. No. Maybe we could shoot for that next WrestleMania, or you like to be home in your drawers and your knee boots.
I have to be by myself. It's a little embarrassing. And you know, this was actually the first, if I'm not mistaken, the first WrestleMania. Yes, this is the first WrestleMania that I watched with my wife. Like we went to one in person, but this is the first one on TV with her, and it was bad. I was like, oh, thank God I'm already married, because you know how like guys are with like football and basketball.
Yes,
that aggressive like that, loud, obnoxious like that, but with wrestling for 2 nights.
So when you go to the shows live, this is you too? You screaming your head off, cussing at the thing?
When I go to the show live, I'll sit on my hands.
Why?
Because
the eye roll and the smile, this is ecstasy for you. Like, this is your euphoria.
Yeah, like, it's bad, and oh my God, it's not good. It's embarrassing. I don't like to see people I don't like for people to see me like that. I like to have control over myself. I don't be having control.
So Ashley said Ric Flair is the greatest of all time. SL Bro 70 said she takes her son all the time and watches on TV. CJC2 says he got his own championship belt, doesn't he?
No, it's not in here. I do have one. Yeah, I don't. But they're like replica ones, like the kid ones. They sell this over $20. I got that. Mm-hmm. But then they got the real ones for like $200, and I don't. Only because like, where am I gonna put it? Like, where is it going?
You put it around the house. It's like the girls when they done with their wedding dresses and you ain't got nowhere else to wear it. Just throw it on, walk around the house. If you need it, well, I don't know. Because my dad, this was years ago when my little cousin Jameer was in high school. And again, I come from a huge wrestling party. I do not, I know a lot of the lingo because I've had all brothers. And so growing up, I kind of had to watch it. But my dad years ago gave my little cousin Jameer one of the authentic belts, and I could have sworn there were like tears that were flowing, and I was like, what the hell is happening here?
Those belts are like $200-$300. Like, they're super expensive.
Yeah, I did not realize it. I'm like, what's the issue? It's just a wrestling belt, like, duh.
Put the real belt the same place you put the fake. The fake belts, I wish I knew what was it. The fake belts, you can put that in your pocket. It'll fold over. The real belts are like, you gotta put it on display or something.
Fold it up a little bit. Well, put it in your back pocket. All right. Thank y'all so much for checking in. I just feel the need to say this. So lately, me and you, we were, in our group chat, and I just wanted to, I think just do another a scheduled social media detox. Because it was me, you, and Britt, huh?
But like, because y'all really irritate me with these social. Like, I get it, like y'all trying to do stuff for y'all mental health, but like, I don't want to tell people how they should and should not run their lives. But I just think, to me, it's a little irritating when y'all do y'all social media breaks and like aren't available when I want to talk on social media. Like, that's.
So our lives again somehow revolve around Dexter Stuckey.
Well, essentially, don't mean that my life revolves around you and your decisions affect me.
True, true. So I thank you for that, but I'm still not going to answer.
Take a break and like don't go on the shade room. Don't go, don't post or whatever. But just be available.
Well, I'm available with text sometime. Well, our little group chat, cause y'all niggas be chatty, so I'll put y'all on silent.
But I don't text you. I don't text you.
You lucky if we on my phone, cause these receipts.
The bubbles be this. And I don't do.
Yeah, you don't do green bubbles. I don't do that, sweetie.
Wait, earlier today, when you had texted me and I showed it to my wife, and she's like, "Toya got it."
Don't listen.
I said, "Yes, Toya has an Android on purpose."
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
She said,
"Y'all stay in team what's it called? iPhone. Everybody named mama got the same one. Y'all stay in that lane. Y'all stay right over there. I'm good in Droid this."
I'm not showing you the type of phone. I'm showing you the message. Look at the message.
No, it was somebody who said, oh God, I can't remember it now, but it was a funny thing about, this girl, thank you, Trey. Don't be shaming androids. This girl, she said it was a thing trending where she goes, because we got the same phone, he don't even realize I'm checking his text messages and his DMs because I just put my case on his phone. Now see? Now see? Had you, if one person is an Apple user and one person is a Droid user, less room for funny business. So you did that to yourself, sir. You did that.
Let that man cheat in peace. Y'all are doing too much. Somebody in the comments, PCOW07 said they have the note. It moved. They said they have the note.
The note 9, yes.
Note is literally this big. Why are you like, what is wrong with y'all?
Because they have important documents that need to be seen and then if you want to like be on your art with your little, what they call your little styling, you can draw a picture. Because this is the thing about these phones. 90% of what is offered, let's be real, the majority of us have no idea how to use it. We never touch it. Till this day in my phone, even in my camera, I'll accidentally hit like something and I'm like, oh, it does that? That's cool. Okay, let's go back to the regular one that I always use. But that's how these phones are. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's always still Team Droid, Team Apple. Team Droid, Team Apple. Meanwhile, them Samsung billionaires and Apple billionaires, they laughing at us all.
Absolutely. And then they're like, watch this, I'm going to put another one out. And they're like, me too. But,
slow that shit down.
But you
slow it down.
But you said you're taking a social media break. Why?
Yes, because sometimes I just feel like I'm too I'm too tapped in. But I might have lost my train of thought. So where were we going before that? Anybody?
I think you were talking about something that was happening on social media or something like that. But it's funny because I feel the same way about the news, and I know we're going to get into local news. But like last week, I took a break from watching the news, which is so odd for me because like I'm a news junkie. Like I really like to watch the news, but I like to watch the news to know what's going on. I don't like to watch people getting killed every day. It's too much.
And thank you, because that's where I was going to bring it back to, because you and Brandon in a group chat, it got to the point where we were sharing, like, especially in this city, like the crazy stuff, the killings and this and that. And I remember all
two, not me.
Well, shut up. That's neither here nor there. It was in the damn chat. My nigga, you saw the shit. Hey, JB Pearson. Make sure y'all check out the JB Pearson show later tonight. I did a quick live with him earlier. It went really well, but JB, you know that overnight shift, I can't be doing that. She got like 3 jobs over here. So, but it's so funny because we had kind of said it like, damn, the city makes you like not even want to go out anymore or like just stay in the house. At that moment, especially after going out this past weekend, I had such an amazing time in this damn city. Philly out in these streets was full of love like I've never seen before in this city. Like girl bossness, support for one another. People just kind. They were literally dancing in the damn streets. And I was like, this is beautiful. But had I just stayed in the house or let the news dictate where I'm going to, like if I'm going to go out or not, I'm like, I gotta fall back from the news because even with this work remote life, what I tend to do is a lot of times I keep it on Fox kind of all day, either Fox or one of the other networks. And even when I'm not paying attention, subconsciously, it still gets to my mind because the noise is on. So I just basically wanted to give a love letter to Philadelphia as much as like, I'm not even gonna, it's not sweet here. Ain't nothing sweet here in Philly. But when it comes to this violence and stuff, it's serious. But with that, it is such a beautiful city and just like the support and like and the innuendos, like the jokes that we do with each other. You really don't get that outside of this city. And I love that. So I just want people to know, continue go out in the city of Philadelphia, but don't be stupid. Keep your head on a swivel. Anything can pop off.
I think that's the crazy part about it because I do agree with you. I think the times that I do, I mean, I genuinely, I don't necessarily let the news or like what's happening in the city dictate what I do per se. But yeah, I don't like to be out when the sun is down. Like I really try to like if I'm out somewhere, like I try to do like a little earlier. Thankfully, for daylight savings time, that it gets later. I mean, it gets later. So I really do try to stay out in the daytime or whatever. And then I try to avoid certain areas just because I feel like it's more prone to violence.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, like you can only be so careful with situations. You can be as careful as possible. It's even like the same thing with COVID. You can be as careful as possible, but you could still be affected by what's going on around you. So you just, Dom said, just don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. And Dom, you also asked, where did I go, baby? This weekend was so damn weird. I couldn't tell you. Friday, I started at the Maxwell concert. Saturday, we had dinner at Para, which is a Turkish restaurant in Northern Liberties. Amazing. Cannot wait to go back. So from Para, we went to Time. After Time, I could not tell you what happened, but I can tell you what happened, but I can't tell you where we went. But the night was amazing. It was something special in that Philly air this weekend. So, but yes, get out there, get in these Philly streets, have a good time, head on the swivel.
Yeah.
You were to say something else, Dex? Hey, Real Live Dill.
I was agreeing with what you were saying.
Okay. All right, baby. What Real Live Views from the Chair podcast? When that come on? Y'all niggas is beefing again.
No, I was gonna say it comes on at 7:00 tonight on Facebook.
Tonight.
Yes. On Facebook.
Okay. All right. So, guys, if you need a show with a quick laugh,
essentially it's this show right here. It's the comments, but it's with our friend Dylan and his friend John, and it's like the comments, but like if it was like two Latoyas. Like,
well, two Latoyas and a therapist, because sometimes we could do well. We need a therapist from time to time to get us in order. So that's why Latoya Shante Charleston just goes rogue. They
just present without a filter, which I think it's actually kind of cool, to be honest with you, especially because they have somebody else there to kind of like break it down. And it's also like we'll be watching a show sometimes, and the therapist who's on there, who's also going to be on my podcast, Industry Friends, the therapist that's on there, he tries to like reason with them on like a pop culture level, and it's entertaining because like pop culture is stupid. Nobody cares about it. Nobody wants to reason with it. So like you just got to take the L on the pop culture because nobody cares. Like we really say things and present things from a pop culture lens, and we really have no care in the world about like what we're actually saying. And we
don't care about your mental health. No. We don't care about your feelings. We don't care. Like, you gonna get this word. And now we've been joking a lot of time, but you gonna get this word.
And he tries to make sense of it. You can't make sense out of pop culture. You just can't do it.
You just gotta go with the wave. have a good time at it, but you don't want to do stuff to like, especially, and I think that's what we do so well. Like, I don't think we join the bandwagons of a lot of different people and anybody who will jump on and say something and we just try to drag somebody's character. Like, that's not, we're not here to try to like fully, I mean, if your feelings get hurt sometimes, like it happens, but that is never the intent.
No, I think it's like us and like them. It's just people who on the outside looking and giving real opinions, which I feel like we don't, especially in the media landscape. Like people on the radio and stuff like that, they're not really giving real opinions. Like they're really just kind of, whatever. And I think that one of the reasons why I like podcasts so much is because people are just raw and open with how they feel about it. Respectful for the most
yes.
For the most
part.
But still just really giving like their raw opinion. And I appreciate that.
I have a question for you, kind of deviating off the path. Podcasting. So we all know all the stuff happening with Wendy Williams. 9 times out of 10, when she's come back, she's going to have a podcast deal. Do you think she will continue doing Wendy Williams and what she's built her legacy off of? Or do you think is she going to adjust to what podcasters really
I think a podcast for Wendy Williams.
You said what?
I don't think a podcast makes sense for Wendy Williams.
And give your reasoning.
She doesn't have any interest. She's not interested in anything. So like people who aren't interested in anything, you would only be able to talk about what's out there. And I don't necessarily know if I would be interested in her opinion on anything, only because you're not open and you don't really there's a lot of interest in you specifically. I'm interested in you as a person, but you're not really delivering anything outside of that. I like my personalities to have personality. Wendy's a box. She's very guarded. She's kind of we don't really know what's going on with her. We essentially don't know her. So I don't think a podcast would make sense. Truthfully, I think the TV show would make sense for her because she doesn't have to present herself. She's talking about what's presented. But a podcast, truthfully, the best podcasts are ones that go a little bit deeper than surface level. And Wendy Williams is level right now.
They're very much so. And I honestly think, and not saying she can't do it because, the woman's a legend. But this also goes to any legends in this business. You have to be able to pivot and grow because there are a lot of people who get upset, and we see it every damn day. You want to sit here and throw shade at influencers and podcasters and that's not a real thing, blah, blah, blah. But just because you say that, people are connected. They still have a connection to these things, and they're very successful. We see it time and time again.
And I don't think Wendy Williams would, Black Showman said Wendy Williams will be the Black Howard Stern. I don't think that's possible anymore. I think Howard Stern is who he is because we don't know Howard Stern and we never cared to really know him. We just listen to him because he's a shock jock. Wendy Williams, that she transitioned to TV. And when you transition to TV, we can see you. And we have a very visual of who you are, what you are, so forth and so on. And then you start to go through your own stuff. And you were telling us about it when you did the movie and stuff. But then all this other stuff was happening. And it was no, you didn't tell us anything. So essentially, she's kind of a liar, to be honest with you. You opened your doors and let us know what was going on, who you are. And then all that was a lie. So it's kind of, you have to be, to work well in media, you have to be somebody that people can trust. And I can't trust Wendy Williams.
Yeah. I'm Dexter, I 1000% side with you on that. I don't know if she can switch it up. Now, again, anybody who wants to get into this podcast business, you wish them luck. Yes, be great. Anybody, because literally anybody can do this. But to be a media legend or have years in, you do have to realize you cannot do the same show that you've been doing in podcast form. It just, we see it all the time. There are people who literally have The Breakfast Club. What Charlamagne gives you on Brilliant Idiots is not really what Charlamagne gives you on The Breakfast Club.
I agree.
So because he's able to pivot, he will be successful. I mean, he is successful, and I think he will have continued success. I guess we can jump into the Grammys real quick. And a lot of people like look at Charlemagne and they're like, I don't get it. They'll sit there and hate on him. He not this, he not this. But at the end of the day, the man can pivot, and that's what you need to do. And stop getting so angry at these people on these social media streets on the come up. For instance,
okay, real quick, shout out to Philly. Philly Brett is in the chat.
Hey, Billy Brett, welcome to the comments.
I don't know.
Do you know Billy Brett?
I don't know if you would like this show, Brett. It's an acquired taste, so I don't know how you feel about that.
Oh, he real fancy schmancy, or he little? Oh,
acquired taste, Brett.
No, that Brett look black. I don't know no black Brett. Oh, our old coworker.
Yes.
I had to think about it because once I said, I don't know no black Bretts. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Hi, Brett. Welcome. It get a little ratchety here, but we have a good time. So you're always more than welcome to pull up on us either Monday at 6 o'clock or Wednesday, which is our alternate day. It's always good to see you, baby. But getting into the Grammys just a little bit, there's a social media influencer who actually started on TikTok. His name is Jay Versace. Well, Jay Versace just won his first Grammy this year for producing, and it was one of those things where it's more attachment to it, because when we're on these people on the social media, the podcasting, we go through this thing, like even our commenters, what our old coworkers say, Dexter, our following might be small, but what?
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Nope.
What you gotta finish it. Finish it.
They might be small, but they are engaged. They listen. Okay. But they didn't. That's why you are. Never mind.
One post, 3 hours, one like.
Take it
down. Now, for regular people in the world, that's do you be great. Not regular people, but people who aren't as engaged in social media.
Who don't have 74,000 followers. That was very specific, wasn't it?
Extremely. But we know a lot of those, though, too. 100,000 followers. You check them comments. Why these all bots?
I'm sorry.
But all this goes back to say, Jay Versace, baby, we see you. We are so stinking proud of you, and to any of these influencers, these people on these internet streets, because we do know it's people against you. Eric B20, I got a story for y'all. When I say y'all don't play when it comes to us, y'all really don't play. And I bang with you, Eric B20. But we'll get to you after we get to the Grammys. But yeah, I just thought that was amazing. And it goes back to the power of like podcasting and being on social media and putting yourself out there, because people grow with you and you grow with them. Like even a few weeks ago when Ralph died, when I got the news, I literally was sick. Like I cried.
Through social media. And this is a person that you knew through social media.
Exactly. So again, we never met in person, but that it just goes to show these people really do become family. So I just wish a lot of these, the traditional media forms, like let these people live, be great, be amazing, focus on your craft. And that way you won't have to worry about being replaced by these people. Cardi B laugh. Go ahead.
Nasty one. Like, so during the Grammys, like the people were asking Cardi B like why she wasn't at the Grammys and stuff like that, and she went live to like talk about it and was on social media talking about it. Mm-hmm. Y'all really let Cardi get away with whatever she wants to get away with. She was telling people that she hopes their parents die. She was telling people that they're full of ass. Like these, and then she went on live. She's like, my fans were upset with me because I didn't go to the Grammys. F y'all, this and the third. I don't see how y'all support. This girl has one album, and y'all
thank you
supporting her like that, and she saying stuff like that. Insane.
What's the context of it? Like, what did somebody say to her?
You imply that you'll be at the Grammys and you're not there, and that was her response to that.
Look, Cardi, you better stop because and I like Cardi, I do. But as fast as your rise is, your fall can be even faster. For instance, more Grammy news, something had came out, and I didn't know that this was beat. You know the artist Daniel Caesar?
Mm-hmm.
R&B artist. Well, I didn't know that he was at war with black people, i.e. he is a black man. And this happened a few years ago where he started talking reckless about black people on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to the Grammys, something went around. Ooh, oh boy, on the red carpet, I don't even hear one camera click.
Well,
You up there looking sad, don't do it.
You can't side eye and talk negatively about your own race and then expect another race to just embrace you, because that's not how it works. Like, whatever, black, white, whatever, in any industry, any landscape, in any walk of life, you can't just completely abandon the people that look like you. Like, that just doesn't even make any sense.
You sound crazy, but sometimes people need a N-word wake-up call. I do understand. The little after my somewhat thorough research, I was like going through it, and some people did say like he was defending his girlfriend who is white, and somewhat I understand that because you can't let nobody talk about your lady, but it was other things that he was saying where people were like, we're gonna pump the brakes on you because you sound crazy right now talking about you don't care if black people rock with you or not or purchase your music. You ain't never got to worry about us again, sweetie. We good over here. Now sit there on that red carpet and keep not getting your picture taken looking sad because nobody cares. Because if you haven't gotten the memo, sweetie, we are the culture. We control the culture. All culture. Everything starts, coolness starts here. Do know that.
I just also want to point out, I've never seen a person who's outside of African Americans denounce their race and talk to them negatively about the race. I've never seen that done before.
Even the Trump supporting ones.
Ever.
You never see it. Ever. But it's our dumb black asses. We the ones that will do it all of the time. And even when it comes to, and I hate to say, because you know me, my dating rap sheet, I'm the United Colors of Benetton over here. Yeah, but I will never in my,
Me too.
A boy, no,
what?
You ain't know it. I'm United Colors of Benetton, but let me tell you one thing about me. Never in life I will ever sit here and down black men or down black people in my race. Like at the end of the day, a black man will always be preferred, sweetie. I ain't gonna hold you when it comes to that. But I can't slow down. I can't just be sitting here waiting if won't nobody come and scoop it up. So
entertained. We were very briefly talking about Daniel Caesar. Now we're not anymore, just like you don't. Nobody
Nobody cares. Like she was on the whole time. She said, "Who are you talking about?" She didn't even know.
Daniel Caesar was that.
Never heard of the guy. Ever. So y'all actually, what y'all can start doing Grammys, because I didn't see my boy Xavier Omar out there. So can you swap out Daniel Caesar and start giving Xavier Omar some love because he's the real deal. So
real
Grammys. Do you know my guy?
No, I said the real deal.
Yes, he is. I thought he was, well, you don't know this, but Xavier Omar, there's a special place in my heart regarding his music. It's very calming. It's good calming and boom music too. So he's one of my faves. So. Entertain Me says she got off. Yeah, it was. Girl, you ain't missed nothing when it come about Daniel, sweetie. Honestly, I didn't see the Grammys. I don't think there's anything else to. Oh, Jasmine Sullivan, our girl. I do love. Well, I don't know, not love, but I do. I do kind of like how the Grammys, for the short things that I saw, handled the Will Smith situation.
Wow.
Like they.
Why would there need to be in the handling?
Because that's what people do. It's the first award show afterward, and instead of the week off of the Oscars, and even up until now, Will Smith is being damn vilified. I'm even hearing, and once I saw this story, I said I am done because I'm ready to be like pull a sister move and pull up, because when Jada supposedly, allegedly, they're saying that Jada said she wished Will hadn't gone up there and had that reaction. Listen.
What is she supposed to say? I wish that I'm glad he did it. Like, I don't, like, what? Duh, of course she would say.
Keep your mouth shut. Just shut up. Because we all saw you getting upset by this. So I need you to stop. And if you saw your man getting up, ask his wife, get in the way, sit your ass down. Sometimes you gotta talk to your husband like your kids. And you're like, get in the house.
Or, like, you can let this.
It's the woman who's not married, by the way.
You let this person do what they see fit, and you can express how you felt about it.
No. Mm-mm. We're a unit. Yeah. We're a unit.
We are a unit. And
you're not gonna ask me about this. You're not gonna ask me about this.
I'm not saying that I think that he was wrong. I'm saying that I wish he didn't do it. I'm still fine.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't want to hear it, Jada. We don't. We're done.
Like she could talk about it.
No. We don't want it. Mm-mm.
Well, everybody else
we will talk about it really yet.
You let and all them talk about it. So, like, why can't Jada Pinkett talk about it?
No.
Place cool.
You're too close to it. And I'm the cause of the shit. Shut up.
Place cool name here said, would I have slapped Chris Rock? No. I am... No. Like, I'm not really that person. Like, I have a lot of self-control. So, like, I wouldn't just let it fly. Like, I don't think it was something that was appropriate. But at the same time, that, like, we're going to have a conversation about it. And, like, if you aren't receptive to what I have to say, like, behind closed doors, then whatever happens, happens. But I'm not about to do that in front of a bunch of people just because, like, I'm always conscious of the consequences.
Yes. And you have to be. I mean, I know they said, you can't keep poking a bear and things like that. And that's totally understandable. Now, I'm not fully anti-violence. Had it been me, I'm not going to do it on the Oscar stage because this my night. And everybody else, you see me front row and center, we all know what that means at the damn Oscars. So this is my night. But as soon as some credits roll and we get backstage, let me talk to you. Hey, how you doing?
Do you think that this will be problematic for their marriage?
Their marriage was problematic before all of this. I do think
because like before, I think that whether this statement is true or not, I don't think that it is, truthfully. But before this, I do think there was kind of some things that have been said that have been like a little embarrassing. I mean,
yes,
I would be embarrassed by it. There's some things that were said that was a little embarrassing. And I think he kind of brushed a lot of it off. He kind of made excuses for it and stuff like that. But with this situation, this is now affecting your career too. Because before all that, and you still got the career support, the book support. Yeah. Now it's like it's affecting your career. And I think that sitting in this situation with the two of them, it's kind of like my reputation is damaged. My career is now damaged, so professionally, and it's kind of both. My wife is kind of the cause of both of those issues. So, like, at some point, I wouldn't be surprised if he builds a little bit of resentment towards her.
Yeah, you could tell when the entanglement thing came out because you're sitting up there on your little red table. So, Will, you could see it in his face. He did not want to be at that table, but he's like, my life is blown up right now. It needs to be fixed. You're my wife. I don't want people coming at you all crazy. So I'm going to show a solidarity of support. Get on this table. Let's talk about it. But you can see the annoyance in his face the entire time.
But I also
go ahead.
Continuing the conversation, though, the way it's continued, I don't think that helps either one of them. Because, like, if his overall thing is that, like, I want to protect my wife, so forth and so on, I think the conversation that we're having and, like, legit, like, blaming her for what happened and talking about it, I don't think that helps the situation at all.
No, I mean, it doesn't help the situation of what's happening right now, but it gives a little context to the situation. And again, these are just assumptions of us. We're not in that marriage. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't think it helps them in their marriage because, like, while me and you were sitting here on the comments, obviously Will Smith's not checking in on the live, but these kind of conversations are carrying on, and they're not us. They've been had by everybody, and they're hearing this stuff. And I do, before this conversation happens and goes on, I think it causes more damage to them personally and to their marriage.
Let me tell you publicly where the first one for me would have been like, hold up. And it's so funny because me and my girlfriend Donita, we were talking about this. That's my hairstylist. Ready in the Lower Hair Studios. Y'all want to get somebody, you know, to hook you up. She's good, and she's good with natural hair, getting those tresses together. But we were at the salon talking, doing normal salon talk. This is the moment, like, for me, where Jada, where it's like, girl, when I guess it was on the Red Table Talk, where this was when they were making the Tupac movie. And publicly, you state that Tupac Shakur was the love of my life. I have never, now I'm going off record. Please do not quote me. This is all allegedly, but the hint stuff, you know what happened. I've never felt like this for a man. We just had these soul ties. No, it was never a sexual relationship, but it was definitely soul ties. As my husband, not you, I'm not getting caught up in that, not with my husband. If we're on the interviewer's chair and we're sitting talking, you ask me about my relationship with Tupac, knowing I got a beautiful man at home, that I have 2 kids with me, and I got with this man because you said yourself he made you feel safe. You ask me about Tupac, my response to you is who? Or you ask me anything about an ex-man that I have been with out of respect for my husband, who? We've all had a past. I had a life before him. But what I will not do is sit here and really, and not saying to take away from your situation, but again, everything does not have to be public knowledge. You need to take in accountability the moves you make for your significant other. I don't even understand how she, in that moment, said, we're going to answer it, and on top of answering it, we're going to step on the gas. Could you imagine?
And
even coming home that night to your husband, like, what?
And you did it consent. But I do think that has to do with the fact that the way they live their lives too, like the way that it's presented to them, that they live their lives. Like, that comment, that statement was okay. Like, it's not a problem that she feels that way. She's allowed to love other people. So I don't really know if Will saw an issue with it, but we saw an issue with it, and that's the problem, because you invited us in there, and now we all have opinions. That is, I am a firm believer in. You just don't bring your friends and your family into the opinions of your relationships.
No. And I understand why they came out with it, because when it was revealed, more so, wasn't it due to the August Alsina? If I'm okay, so I understand, because it can get messy. But I think all that needed to be said was a statement, like, me and my wife, we do us. There has never been infidelity in our marriage, and you take that for what you wanted. But the conversations and writing in the books about it, I don't know. I didn't read Will's book, so I don't know if it's in there. But we definitely not going to talk about no shit on the Red Table Talk neither.
I think that strategy is probably horrible. I think that you should have just let the public think that she cheated on you, and just leave it alone after that. Don't make.
But at the end of the day, if you kind of can't do that either. I just know if it's my husband, I'm never going to, especially when I know what it is, I'm going to say something. Like, I'm never going to sit there and just let him just be out there on his own. Like, you fix it.
From a PR standpoint, we said this when August said this stuff about Jada. Everybody said Will and Jada are never going to address this, because why would they? It wouldn't make sense for them to address it. It was stupid. They're not going to say nothing about this. This is dumb. It passes over. The issue came in because they addressed it. Why are you talking? People have talked about y'all like tipping and dipping forever. Never addressed it. Why would you allow August to let you address this? Like, that's, to me, like, that was just a really bad move. And if I'm PR-wise, I'm like, we're not addressing this. Like, this is dumb. Like, what? Yeah. And it's speculation, because then it's like, well, Dexter, you're such an amazing media pro. Stop it.
Lord, now, right. Now, Ray, I love you. I don't even know you, girl, but you're about to get blocked because this boy is not, he's not going to be able to do the rest of this show. Ray, don't bring your ass back in here.
No, is like a premier public relations expert. Like she does this. Like she's like whatever. She's really big with HBCUs and stuff. If you guys are looking for a publicist, Ray the publicist, I would definitely recommend her. She's amazing. But like, I really do think that though. I really do think that like, why would we address it? We're Will Smith. We're just talking about this with you.
I think it's one of those things, and this is what makes me really think about it, because you know how people, they say, get ahead of your own story. Now, for years, people have speculated about the Smiths for years. This is common knowledge. But at the same time, if somebody is about to come out and they got real motherfucking receipts, so somebody must, I'm sure his people got in his ear and was like, listen, if you get ahead of this narrative and you have to say something. But the issue was you kept talking about it. You kept addressing it. I'm the type, I'm only going to tell you something one time. Get on this interview again. Next interview said I get on, mention it if you want to.
Toya,
let's go on to the next topic. Thank you.
Maybe that works, but that doesn't work for Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Like, you can't bring something like, oh, we had an entanglement, this and that. You can't bring something like that up and not think that we're not going to keep bringing it up to you. Like,
yeah. And again, people going to keep bringing it up. And eventually people get tired of it, because I will say this. Will and Jada, since all of this stuff has come out, and put aside what my thoughts might be about Jada and Will and their personal business, they have handled this with a lot of grace. We have seen the red carpet issues of like people taking jabs, the interviews, and they have handled it very respectfully. Everybody does have a breaking point, though. Am I sad to see that that happened on that night, on one of the biggest award show nights ever in history, and it was historical for Will Smith? So I hate that it happened. I didn't want it to happen to him, but at the end of the day, where people have real problems.
How come you can say that, but Jada can't say the same thing?
Because you're too close to it. That's what I said. That. Shut up. Shut up. Again, I could sit here and have a whole baby's father situation, an ex. If I'm sitting on this camera, knowing that I have a husband who I love and adore, he loved my dirty draws, I love his dirty draws. And the comment on the interviewee is asking me questions about my ex-husband and the ex situation. Show me his picture. I'm hitting you with the kiki. I feel sorry to this man. I have no idea who this man is. You got kids with him. I feel sorry. I don't know him. Who is this man?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Don't do it. That's not and again, maybe I'm speaking novice because I'm not married and I've never been married, but anybody who wanted, baby, I'm not going to nut you out in these streets, and you better not nut me, because if you do, I box.
I box. How you like that girl? Wait, is that Lauren?
Oh, yes! Lauren, we love you! That's our old co-worker, Lauren Burns. Hi, baby. And she has a baby.
Last name threw me off.
Oh, yeah, because that's the married name. Yeah. Look, Lauren, I'm sorry to put your business out there. Telling people you married. She might be like, girl, ain't nobody business but mine. But back to Eric B20. And that's, what time is it? I can't check the time anymore.
7:06.
7:06. Okay, we're not going to be on much longer. But I wanted to also shout out to Eric B20. When I say, like, we love y'all so much, and we do really see y'all as family. And today I realized the love is definitely really real. I was on my friend's show. Well, you know, friend to the show, Javon Pearson, who is a local comedian. Well, not local, because he's actually written on, he was one of the writers for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, did, I believe, writing for Martin's show, host of, or did Def Comedy Jam. I don't know if he was a host, but he was on live, and we were like just having a conversation. And they're, people's lives. You come into the door, blah, blah, blah. So Javon, I was like, hey, how you doing? Talking to the guy. He seems another comedian. And the guy goes, Javon was like, oh, you might want to chill on her because her dad. And he goes, you know what I got to say? F her daddy. Oh, look. Javon said, oh, you must not know her father. I said, he must not. So you might want to be careful. But when I tell you our boy Eric, he pulled the Will. He was Will and I was Jada in that moment. Eric, I appreciate you, baby. Because Eric pulled up. Eric said, don't you effing talk to her like that. He said, you don't talk about nobody from Philly like that. Nah.
Wow.
I said, look, I didn't even have to address it. I said, see, our commenters don't play about us. Oh, thank you, baby. I see you, and I thank you for coming to our aid. We appreciate you. We're not going to stay. I guess we can just keep this. We're on standby for for a Kanye West update. I guess he felt as though Cam Manham might have felt as though all this Will Smith stuff has covered their shine. Well, Kanye, we heard him say, I don't want Pete around my kids. Lo and behold, today, Pete riding around the gated community and one of them golf carts giving North little driving lessons, sitting on the leg. At this point, and I know it's what it was. I'm really feeling like all of this stuff is staged. I mean, we start hearing stuff now about Courtney getting married. Now, all of a sudden, she was never married. It wasn't a legal marriage.
Tonight, the Kardashians will be on 2020 or something like that. And then their premiere of their new show comes on Hulu the 14th.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Put that information as what you want, and I can guarantee they're going to talk about Kanye West on the show. She said that. Kim's already said about Kanye West. Yeah. So
also a story that I thought was interesting. It makes me, I don't know if it's a part of the Kardashian machine or not, but today, right before we popped on, I heard that Black China Ryan Seacrest has gotten subpoenaed, and they subpoenaed him for her lawsuit. Where she says that she is owed $300 million from the Kardashians and damages, and they're the reason why her show was canceled.
Like, she needs to get her fucking ass up and work. Like, work nowhere. I never seen nothing like it in my life. Like, this girl has, for 2 weeks straight, you've been begging for money. Like, she just said, like, I had to get my cars up because I don't get child support. Now you're trying to sue. Go get a job.
So everybody got in their feelings about Kim. She was talking about China.
Christ, I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Sick of it. I'm sitting here. You sitting here have a name off of my brother because you had a baby with him. But Kim, you brought her in that house. You thought that stripper life was cute and brought her right at your table. And she said, oh, you want to play? Your sister want to take my man? Let me take your brother.
Well, then you should go back to the stripper. Send her back to the strip club. Like,
I think, but you know how they get. You know how they get. They be too. I'm past that. I don't do that no more. What you better get on past it because ain't Stormy Daniels moonlighting doing special shows, still traveling the world.
He has to pay Donald Trump $300,000. There's that.
Well, China needs $300 million. So, girl, if you want it, you better get the strip clubs around the damn world.
Work.
Hey, Mr. 2X Entertainment, thank you, baby, and Texaco. We appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. But China, you better get your ass back on that pole.
Do something.
You get up there because you sitting up here begging these Kardashians. And this don't show y'all baby don't always secure the bag. I don't know what will.
What this Spice say? Oh, she be like, Black China have.
Wait, what she say?
It's like this rap from Spice. She be like, Black China, and then she tiger something like whatever. Oh,
Oh yeah, she put in her song. It was a single she did.
of Spice though. I forgot the name of this group, but there was a group, from what I can understand, like there was like a reggae or award given out, and Spice was nominated at the Grammys, and they gave it to some white men. And I know people were upset about that. I didn't look much into it, but from what I saw, like that was the situation.
And that's some BS because I will say this about Spice and the reggae or the dance hall, not the reggae, but dance hall realm. Spice has done her thing. She, it's rare to get, usually when you get on Love and Hip Hop, it's not catapulting nobody's career. Like it did, we did see that for Cardi B because it was her realness, but I feel like a Spice is a legitimate artist and it really did help her career because she's not very messy like that. She used the opportunity for what it was. So that alone, like this girl is entitled. Well, I don't want to say that alone, but she's entitled. We see her journey and her work her way up to be a next to nothing name for the most part.
Now, does Love and Hip Hop still come on?
You know what? I think during COVID, I know they were trying to like right when we not because we're still in it, but once like the world started opening up again, they tried to do these like
The specials.
Like the specials with the different cast members and stuff like that. Child, I think I tuned in for like 5 minutes of one and I was like this, and again, I've hit that age where I need a pillow to sit on. So I might have aged out.
Two of the people from Love and Hip Hop, Jonathan and what's this girl's name? The girl who used to date Erica Mena, Sin Santana.
Yeah, Sin Santana.
About doing like a special. It was kind of like a COVID situation where they're like giving reactions to stuff that happened. But I feel like that was like a year ago, and I feel like I haven't heard anything about Love and Hip Hop.
Nothing. And because we at this point, what you gonna tell us that we ain't never seen before? Like I'm kind of done. And Ray, the publicist, thank you, baby. We see you. We love you. I was just playing. You ain't gotta get kicked out, but I'm not gonna block you this time. But easy on Dex. Look at you see it, Ray. This is why, Ray. This is why. But that's your friend. But this is exactly why we love Dexter Stuckey. We love Dexter. Did you do us a favor one day? Even if it's in your stories, because I remember you said you used to be a rapper in college.
Oh, of course, I can rap now.
I don't want you to spit a hot 16, but can you maybe spit us a hot 4?
I can't.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Go. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. You got the whip beat? You go, or you just making something up?
You gotta give me a beat.
It's lamb chops. Play along where kids come to play along. If you can't spit the lamb chops, then you're not built for it. But keep it going, Dex. That's okay. Dex, they're not ready for the heat just yet. I'm gonna let you chill on it. Get your pen right because sometimes when you can't always just ask a genius to spit bars off the top. And I hate when rappers be like, if you can't do it off the top, you ain't it. But some people is just too genius. And the wheels that turn in their mind, like a lot of times y'all not even gonna get it because you ain't there.
This is why, like, it's weird because I always tell people that I think I'm very shy and I'm introverted.
No.
But like sometimes I just don't feel like being introverted. Like if I took a drink tonight, I would have rapped this night. I really wouldn't.
So that's the thing. We have to do it on schedule. So maybe you know what? Because you like to be on your best behavior here. So maybe, well, not all the time, but maybe we can get a glimpse of it on the best late night
Ever.
IG live show. Not IG, Facebook live show. Bro Talk Live. Every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Hi, Dr. SJ Diva. That's my auntie Shannon. Hey, Southern girl, baby. Trey. That's my girl. Trey, let me just tell you since I have you here, since I have your attention. Post another, thank you, Dex, because everything you do. Trey, post another motherfucking picture of these good vittles you be cooking and don't offer nobody no plate or talk about I'm selling platters, because my fat ass will drive to Maryland for a plate. We're going to have an issue because Trey be down there cooking.
Like, at least put the recipe up there.
Thank you. She'll just put up there a little rasta pasta. Where's the recipe? Where's
Wait.
where's the invite to dinner, Trey? Stop it. Knock it off.
The next time we do a happy hour, let's go to this restaurant on South Street called The Reef. Have you ever been to The Reef before? You know what that is?
Yeah.
Let's go there. They have rasta pasta there, and it is, oh my God, it's so good.
We can definitely do a night at the Reef. We'll talk offline, but we could. I used to love going to the Reef for like happy hours or like early night before you go out.
No, before it gets dark. I don't go out in Philadelphia when it's dark.
Stop. I need you to stop. I'll protect you.
4 o'clock. We'll be there.
No, you just have to go with safe people. Because let me tell you about your friend Dexter. Now that we're not working together anymore in an office, the killer could be like right on Dexter's neck about to slice, and he'll be standing there for 5 minutes. Dexter will be dead.
Actually telling this story about how like there was a situation where they were pretty much involved in a shootout, right? And they were talking about how they got through it and how they sped their cars, this and the third. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh my God, they would have shot me. Because I would probably not move.
Yeah.
Like I just
You stop and turning around. What's going on over there? Like, drop, run, something. You're the one in the movie. You're the white person in the movie trying to figure it out. Let's go investigate.
For a fact that if I was ever in a horror movie and somebody was chasing me, you know how the white girls be falling and tripping over their own feet or whatever. You get to this door, you can't get the keys in. That's me.
That's you all day, but at least you know it. So, Dex, but if you're around me, one thing you'll know, that'll never happen on my watch because my head will always be on the swivel.
Difficult too, though, because the last time I was at Copus, we were with our friend Brendan, and he was like, "We should probably move this and the third." And I'm like, "Why?
Dude, what's going on? It's just a little fight, bro. It's not gonna come here. Don't worry. Sip your little sip. Sip your drink."
I'm not finished eating yet. Why should I move?
Yes. We had God, I feel like every week, because we can talk, we just be talking.
Do our show next week, either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. We're gonna be super structured.
Yes.
We're gonna be we are. We're gonna be structured.
We'll try it. You know how we get. Dexter will say, I'm not gonna make any promises, y'all. But that's kind of the magic of things. But the one last thing, we'll just have fun with it. God, it was so much stuff, but we continued this last time. How do you like your chicken prepared? Like, do you see yourself as a good cook? You enjoy cooking?
Last night.
Huh?
I cooked chicken last night.
Did you fry it?
I don't eat fried chicken.
Another thing about Dexter, he'll be that person. I don't eat nothing. Then
I don't eat fried chicken.
He gonna come up. I said that.
I don't. Well, I take that back. I'll eat fried chicken on holidays, like Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because usually that's what I bring, but I buy it from like the grocery store, not make.
Okay. Even when you're cooking and preparing it, what do you use? What do you use? What's your preparation?
I don't cook fried. I know what you're getting at, but
or just anything you cook. How you do it?
Well, so I don't use seasonings on my stuff.
You do use a little salt.
Sea salt.
And what?
Black pepper.
Yes. Well, at least you use more than Paula Patton uses, because I don't know who capped her to say, I'm going to do this tutorial video and I'm going to let you know. Guys, we're cooking with Paula Patton. You see the apron? Like, let's get it. It is my mom's yummy fried chicken recipe. Water's going, because first, it started off kind of promising, because you got to wash it. Proceed to cut the chicken, go on a little rinse off, throw it in a little rinse off, You ain't gonna get none of the blood out of it, sweetie. You ain't gonna do nothing that you're not gonna. If it's extra feathers on there, we're not gonna pick them off. We're just gonna do a little rinse, throw it to the side.
This is why one reason why I don't do the fried chicken stuff. I'm not peeling feathers and cleaning. That's disgusting. But I saw that video of Paula Patton, and I didn't see that part. I only saw the part of the chicken actually being inside of the oven or on the stove.
Huh?
That looked normal to me. Like she was seasoning it.
Oh, it did.
It was in the.
It's seasoned after it was done.
When she ate it, I was like, "Oh, that don't look finished."
She said, "Let me just go ahead and get this white. You put it in the flour." So you ain't gonna season the actual chicken itself. You ain't gonna season the flour. You ain't gonna do nothing.
My favorite part is she was like, and at the end, this is the chicken that I get to eat.
Dexter.
Oh,
I might have been the only one, but in that moment, I was like, Robin Thicke, I'm sorry. Robin.
No, he was begging to get her back though, so he must like it.
He was for a little bit.
Did he
really? But he might have saw the video before.
He was begging to get her back, and then somebody cooked for him. He's like, so this is what chicken is supposed to taste like?
This is what it's supposed to be? So on behalf of... But this is what we do, because you made it, but it went left. If you're not in your kitchen looking like Big Mom frying chicken, like there should be a bonnet on your head or hair thrown up in a ponytail. You should have a t-shirt, nothing major, because you know you're not like you're cooking, that grease is going to pop. We ain't wearing nothing good, and most of us don't own no apron, at least black people that I know. So we going to go ahead and put on this house coat, and we going to get to preparing the dinner. Okay. Some people like to call them muumuus. I call them house coats. You put them on, prepare. When they wearing that, the food is going to slap. I'm going to tell you right there. But when you come... Got the pearl apron, mommy. I'm making mommy's chicken, girl.
I hate to cut this short, but I have to. I'm getting a call now. But you finish it up though. I just have to.
Yes.
And then,
no, we're done. So say bye to our beautiful people.
Bye, guys.
I don't care about your call. You can call them back. Act right. You act right in this house.
We really appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Dex, go handle your call, and I'll finish them out.
Okay.
Thank you guys so very much for always showing up and showing out, rocking with us, riding with us. We truly appreciate you. Please check out, subscribe to the YouTube. Me and Dex earlier this week, not even, I think yesterday, we were planning doing more plans for our new home, or one of our other homes, which will be YouTube. So right now, just not right now, after the show, when you get a chance, if you are not subscribed, could you please do a girl a favor and subscribe to us? You can find it under Chocolate Divinity. And yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much. We love you. And we will see you, if not Monday, Wednesday will always be our alternate date. Dexter says coming soon. That's our thing, because normally when people say coming soon, ain't a damn thing coming. So, but yes, there is planning. We're in the midst of booking guests for it. All that good stuff. So yes, look up the YouTube, look up Chocolate Divinity. That's where you can find this. And our YouTubers, we love you. I will post this episode to you guys right after I'm done with this. We will see you next week. Love you, Eric B, my guy. Y'all really are our family. Like, y'all are, and we love y'all for it. So thank you for always riding with us. We're going to ride with you. And thanks for joining the latest edition of The Comments. We'll see you next week.